Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream today.
Hello everyone.
Oh.
Max, I think you are behind the speaker.
Oh, I'm behind the speaker. I'm too big, so I can put that a bit back. And we anyway have to make it a bit... that could work. Hello everyone. Hey Flutterist!
Hello.
You missed this morning a fantastic session and we really have to use this morning his logo somewhere. I think that is one part that we have to do.
At the beginning, I will round up my delete button.
Or this way.
And after that, we can do anything else.
So you see, you have a big impression Flutterist.
Yeah.
Cool. So
how are you doing, guys?
Exactly. How is it going?
We hope you're all fine. How are you doing, Max?
Very good, very good. I'm very ready for this episode today. I had a lot of fun this morning already with the stream, and I'm really looking forward what is getting this afternoon, because at the moment it's really cool to make live streams. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And usually we have also a lot of people who are asking questions, and I don't know, everything.
And we get also some donations,
yeah,
which is also very
motivating.
Yeah. Hi, Money.
Hi, Manny. Nice to see you. Fantastic.
Perfect. So Max,
yeah.
Save recipe app. So let's go to this one.
I heard about that, yeah.
And tell me, you were last week the driver, right?
Have I been? Yeah, I can't remember anymore. It was so long ago. A whole week now without any coding inside of that app. So let us think about yeah, well, we have categories created. I think we had a loading spinner implemented now since newest. So if we add a new a new recipe, I think
I would say, or do you think also with the add category?
I think we made it for both directly,
okay,
right?
So let's have see here. I would say I will delete this one.
Yeah, because that is 2 lines.
Yeah.
Nobody likes 2 lines.
This is the button which should be
horrible.
rounded. Okay, so what do we have here?
So if you go to the categories adding part,
here we go.
Now, because we calculate the main color, the dominant color from the picture, this takes a little while. So we decided to add a loading spinner to that. So if you click now on, for example, that image, so the dominant color would be something dark, I assume.
Yeah.
So we click submit. And if you click now on testing, it's very sad that we couldn't see the loading spinner, it was too fast. But you can see now that the top part here is getting darkish, so it takes the color that is dominant in the image, which is really fantastic.
And you improved the performance.
Did we?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried it with the...
Yeah, that was a lot of calculation in the application, and what you did, I think, if I can remember right, was that you add the dominant color when at the beginning will be calculated to our category in the Hive database.
Correct, yeah.
And every time when we click on it, it won't be calculated again.
Yeah, true. So it's just once calculated when we save it to the database.
Exactly.
So waiting for this live stream. Yeah, I'm also very excited. It makes always a lot of fun with you guys.
Yeah, and the other thing that you improved was the loading spinner.
Yeah.
So unfortunately we couldn't see that there, but I have some assumption.
You think there is this slower?
Test recipe maybe? Okay, something like that. It's fine. Now, when I click on the submit button, we should see the loading spinner.
It's too fast. Our app is too fast.
Unfortunately, such a good performance. But before we continue, let's add a delay somewhere.
Okay.
What do you think?
We can do that, yeah. Then we can show what we have done the last time. On the other hand, the stream is there. They can watch it.
It's right. Do you have some? You have some reason to watch it again.
Yeah.
Anyway, we add
the loading
spinner.
Yeah.
Now, yes. And now, as I promised,
I saw you found a bug this morning in the app.
Yeah, I found a bug in our application. Okay, should I manage it that we all see, or should I just
destroy our app? That's
okay. I will destroy our application, which is like that. Oops. And now save recipe app. Let's delete the application.
So as you see, we work today again with the simulator, because Mahtab likes the simulator more. So just that you are not confused why we switch there all the time.
Exactly. And now I will run the application.
And I have also to thank the stream once more and everyone from the chat, because what happened is, you know, these record the phone and mirror it with the computer. That tool that we use, System Scrabble or something. I can't remember that code, but I really use it now more and more often, and it really helped me a lot.
Honestly?
It is really cool.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
where did you use it?
I use it usually for my videos, and if I want to test something on the phone, that helps really a lot. So it's really cool.
Great. So now it's the time to crash the application. Okay. As we know, our application had some categories.
Oh, you deleted all our nice categories, all our images.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, I think we don't have any images in our phone anymore. Or no, we should have it.
I don't know.
It's different. Okay. Anyway, we have here some. We have the option to add categories, and we have option here to add recipes.
Correct.
Okay. Let's assume that we don't have any categories.
Which we don't have.
Exactly. And now I want to add a recipe.
Ooh, okay. The red screen of death.
The red screen of death. And the error is invalid value. Valid value range is empty.
Okay, sounds that we are somewhere out of bounds, that we try to access something that is not there.
Yeah, so let's go down and now go up. Index value.
How did you find this error? Did you try to install our app somewhere? What is...
Yeah, I to be honest, I wanted to figure out what our task is now, and I completely delete the application on my own PC and started again. And so what's that?
Hey Sammy, thank you for the subscription.
Are we going to add the logo for splash screen?
I really hope so.
One after the other one.
Let's fix the bug first.
Yeah. Okay, so dashboard screen is here.
Okay.
Wait, I want to here. Okay, so it's something with change notifier provider here, which we can see. And I think if we scroll down, when the exception was thrown, this was the stack, which means I think here is the error.
Yeah, that looks good. I think here we access the index somehow directly.
Yeah.
And most likely we will drop here that maybe the list is null or something because we don't have an inserted element, right? So we have to ask something like if there is none to select, we don't select something, right?
Yeah, something like that. Now I think we would have we can have different options. I don't know which one is the best. For example, if we have some default categories that
could solve it, yeah.
Yeah, but I think for now I will just create an if-else statement and say something like if the app provider.
May I shortly? I think the music is not going. I don't know why exactly.
Okay,
there
just
it is.
a second, guys.
Maybe it's just my ears that don't work. It is going. Okay, fantastic. So go further. I'm sorry.
Okay.
There it is.
Music.
Beautiful.
Perfect. So I would say the app provider, and here I'm going to the categories and say it's not empty. If it's not empty, we'll go further, and if it's empty,
we just jumped over the line, right?
Yeah, I think we will just jump over it. Now I will just select it, and we have.
Perfect. And now it's also disabled directly, right? So the drop down is not somehow active, or we can select null or something like that.
Exactly.
Cool.
I think it's not really user friendly because the user doesn't know what's going on and why is it deactive, but I think it solved for now our problem.
I think without a category he can't even add a new recipe at the moment, right? Which is fair.
And what you actually last time mentioned is that maybe it makes sense to completely remove the add recipe icon here. Yeah. And just have the add recipe icon in the category. Yeah. I don't know.
Or we could make it like a ternary operator that says if the categories is empty, then we show it, or vice versa, something like that.
Make also sense. So for now, I would say it's fine.
Yep.
Now let's add a category, which gonna be rice, for example. Do I have a still? Yeah. Okay. This is noodle, right? So this is rice.
I mean, rice needs a lot of water, so that fits.
Okay, and now let's click on our category, and perfect. We will get this amazing, what's the
yellow
overflow
bar of death.
Yeah, the overflow error.
That is also a good option. So Computer Science Academy's wrote that we could also use a default category that says select a category. Maybe just inside of that drop down.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be selectable, right?
Well, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. But it's great. So probably the best option is for now that we'll add here a to-do. Or is it here? No, actually.
Not necessarily, but just keep it for now. I mean, this is now working fine, and we should have that as a project, as an issue or something.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's have a look in our design and see what we want to do today. I would say it's time finally to implement this noodle category.
So you don't want to work on the splash screen for Flutterist?
I will round the button at first.
Okay, let's start with that.
So,
I mean, he waited a long time now for his logo.
So,
I think we should add that now.
First of all, which button was that? If I select a if we select a category or a tab for a long time, we get this delete dialog.
Yeah.
And what we wanted to do is, I think, to round this delete button, right?
Yeah.
What's this button? Is it right, Flutterist? Is this button that you wanted to have it round? And now, okay, this is in our dialog. I will at first go here, and before that, I would say I will here. Should I commit it?
Commit that. That sounds very good.
Okay, refactoring.
No, it's a bug fix.
Okay. Fix bug.
Yeah, turn it around. Because bug fix sounds so weird, right?
Yeah.
No, that's all. Commit it. Go for it.
And now we have to-dos.
No, that was a review. But anyway, yeah, go for it. I think we have an import or something because I see a yellow warning. So there is a warning somewhere in the code. Ah, yeah, that's the deprecated image still, the pig image. We still have on working on that. So we have a lot of work.
Absolutely. And now, okay, let's see. I wanted to round the table, which is in our dialog. And now, no, not like that. That was like that, right? No.
What do you search?
I want to search in the whole project.
That is Command Shift and O.
Command Shift and O.
Yeah.
Okay, somewhere we have a dialog.
Yeah, category delete dialog.
Category delete dialog. Perfect. And here. Where is our delete? Here. We have a flat button. And this is white. Okay. I want to run.
No, it's red.
Is it red?
Here on the left side you have the preview.
You're right. Okay, perfect. So this is this one. We have this. Okay. I'm wondering if I can give some border or the shape or something like that. Oh, here we go. We have here the shape. And I need some shape border. Oops.
I think shape border is an abstract class, so you can't use it directly.
Oh, rounded, I think. Or rounded rectangle border or something like that, I think should be.
Oh, the audio is too loud. That's very important. Thank you. Oops. Yeah, that was very loud. I'm sorry for that. So, should be better now.
We don't scream, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, rounded rectangle. And here we will have border radius.
I think you don't even have to give something. I think the rounded rectangle border has a default value.
You think?
No. I lied. I just wanted to see how you react.
Border all, I think.
I think it's a border radius, right? Not a border.
Border radius all. And the radius.
Thank you, Computer Science Academy, to tell us that it's allowed.
And it's gonna be, for example, 5.
Okay.
Now I will do something like that.
Oh, so nice. Beautiful.
Isn't it better now?
Beautiful.
Much better.
And I think with the shape solution we are very good at that, because I think that works the best.
Yeah.
So that should be fine.
Okay.
Can we make something a constant here?
Just
to improve the performance a little bit.
Probably I can use here const. And okay, can I use here?
You can try, in the worst case it doesn't work.
Okay.
And then you can remove the one inside, right?
I don't need 2
Fantastic.
times. And now I'm so good.
Yeah, constants are improving the performance because they don't get recalculated, and the constants are getting evaluated directly when the application starts, and then they are set till the end. So constants are improving the performance in general. So that's why you usually should use constant colors in favor for normal colors with something. That was my first pain point where I talked with Simon Lightfoot. I tried to correct Simon Lightfoot. Was not the best idea of mine.
I think that time you didn't know who he is.
No, that was at the beginning of my Flutter career. But you can check out, there are a lot of Medium articles about that topic, and that is pretty cool to know.
Okay. So, that was the first wish of Flutter. So.
Yeah, so now let's fix the second one. I think.
Fix the second one. Do you have an idea how we should do that?
No, it's gonna be a bit of a research. I have no clue. I know that we worked, that I tried once to implement a splash screen, but it shouldn't be too hard. So, have you ever heard about a splash screen? What that is?
I think it's gonna be the first screen that will pop up on our application.
Correct.
But how the design should be and everything.
Oh, it will just use his image. Done.
Done?
So I wouldn't do that too much in that case.
Do you think that the logo gonna be on your face?
Could be, could be.
Okay, so let's.
But my face and the logo looks beautiful, so all good. I think you have to click first on that lock on the side of webcam.
Okay.
No, not on the eye. Now we are gone.
Oh. Sorry, guys.
Now move us a bit up. Yep.
Okay, here we go.
Fantastic.
And now I will like it again.
You see, you get a stream profile. No worries. In no time.
Okay, so.
There is a splash screen plugin. Oh, that would be fantastic. Then we can directly use it.
Splash screen plugin. Okay, let's have a look.
I think here the second one, right? Splash screen Flutter package. Used for intro for your app, easily using. Fantastic. That would be great if this finally comes.
Android, iOS, and web. Like that screenshot.
Esports app, okay.
Example, add the dependency and how to use it.
Okay.
Example. After splash. Okay, so we have here the splash screen. It's still new.
Yeah, so it seems to be a bit older.
Yeah,
that at least the documentation. But can you go to the
2019.
changelog quickly? So edit use case, okay. No idea. No dates here, but
Is there
okay.
anything else maybe that we can, or just splash screen here?
Yeah, we can try.
Maybe we can find something up to date.
On the worst case, we have to do it for the splash screen. We have to implement it in iOS or Android itself, which shouldn't be also too hard.
Animate splash.
A lightweight package for Flutter apps that easily shows a splash screen with a nice fade animation. Okay, that sounds nice.
That sounds also nice.
It's also very popular.
To custom splash screen, like change a logo icon, logo animation, splash screen. Okay, Flutter splash screen.
I think we have to decide for one.
I would say the same. Which one?
Oh, the last one was interesting because it was released this year. Easily create simple splash on January.
Okay, Flutter splash. Let's
Notice, this is a shameless copy of this package that fixes Navigator after future. Okay, so if you jump in this package, what is this package? Ah, okay, it's archived, so anyway. So it's not in use anymore.
So. Okay, now we have to decide for one of them. Which one has the best ranking?
To be honest, I would stick with one that has a popularity of 110.
Yeah? Which is this one?
The splash screen, in my opinion, that's why different to a loading screen. Hey, Nicole. The splash screen is in the between when the Flutter application starts up and is not there yet. That is for me a splash screen. I don't know if this is done with that package or if that package is just a loading spinner at the end before the app is starting. Hey, Unkid, nice to see you again. A Flutter package which provides a basic splash screen to launch a widget from a future object. Display a logo and loading indicator.
This is probably new, but I don't know.
Yeah, let's take that. Yeah, I mean, the popularity has first to start, and we are maybe the first one who helps it.
Okay. Getting started.
Load and launch, okay.
Provide the future which delivers a widget.
Okay, so it takes the time before the app is starting, actually, and then something happens. So
future, provide logo as image, customize placement and size, provide a circular progress indicator, and customize placement and size.
But can we stick first with?
Okay. Yeah.
I would use a package that has the animation or something. It sounds still the best, so I would stick with that first. If we take something like this, which is on top because the popularity and the likes. But on the other side, we could also use the package that we saw with the animation, with that fade animation. So was that one? I think that animated splash down here sounds also very interesting. Especially I like it that it says lightweight. So we have a logo for the app and we can just prepare the initialization. And then we show it after the splash screen and background process.
Static duration. Okay. Should we use this one? I would say yes.
Yeah.
What's going on in the chat? Hey Ankit, hey Mohammed Raza.
The application recipe list is a mobile app at the moment, so it's fully mobile. And we work on the stable channel.
Inside your main function. Okay, so, we have here.
So after it fades in, after some seconds, it switches over. And I think the seconds we can decide like 1 second for now, and then we switch over and good.
Okay.
Because we don't have any background processes before the app is starting, so I think that makes sense.
So we will go with this one.
Okay.
Installing animated splash. First of all, let's install this one.
So we have to go to pubspec.yaml and add the dependency. Careful, not as a def dependency. It will be a normal dependency.
Normal dependence. Here we go.
Oh, we have quite some now.
Get.
Yeah. So because we want to have this splash screen in our application, so we need, of course, that as a normal dependency, not as a def dependency, right? If we would have something like build runner, that would be a def dependency. Okay, so at the end is just a wrapper surrounding our material app, or?
I think the main, right?
I see it here in the material, in the run app.
Material, okay, animated splash, and here should be our image.
Yep.
And the home gonna be our home.
Exactly, so it will just navigate more or less.
Okay, animated splash.
So let's see how it turns out.
So we don't need this one, and where is our home?
That will be in the main.dart. Close enough. Main.dart we search.
Yes. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now let's close this one.
So
website. Okay, we have here main, and where is our material app? Here we go.
Yeah. Careful, we don't surround the material app. It seems that we only surround the main screen in that case.
Here we go. Yeah. Are you sure? Yes. What was the name? Animated splash.
I think there is no difference at Computer Science Academy. I think even that is exactly what happens there. Usually that is a bit different to that splash that I had in mind. The splash that I had in mind was more the time between when Android starts the Flutter engine. So it takes a while to start that up. And in these seconds, you want to show an image. And that was what I thought we would implement. But you said that there is a splash screen plugin. And I don't know. I think that is the same. Or do you think there is also another splash screen package that really does that for us? I don't know that, to be honest. As I said, it's the first time that I really implement a splash screen somewhere.
Okay, and here we go. We need our image path. I think we didn't add it still
to the assets?
our
No.
assets.
But it is a good point. We have it in the download folder of my computer at the moment, I think.
Okay, so let's have it somewhere here.
Fantastic. So just go to downloads. I think it's fine. And scroll a bit down. I have so much stuff downloaded in a couple of months. Nope, 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 nope. Where is it? Did I lost it? No.
I think you lost
I didn't do that. That can't be. Let me check that here. Oops. Yabba. Okay, I fight with my own computer, so let's do that. Here we go. So where is it?
Just a minute, guys. We have to find the screen. We have it actually in our Twitter.
Okay, yeah. So let's go to Twitter. So where is Flutterist? Here we go, and his image is here. So save that image and get it down.
We can actually also here maybe rename it.
We can do that, yep. But is it this one? The name is weird. This is not a real JPEG file. What? No. Use JPEG.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And can you also...
So from now on, it's your turn again. It's there. It's a bit hard to see. So here we go.
Okay. Now here we go. Flutter is everything is fine. No, it didn't delete yours. Okay, so splash image, I would say. And now, okay, we have our images. And now I will just do like that.
And
Oops.
you broke the computer. I think you first have to refactor this one. And now you can close it.
This is the amazing logo or the image that we got from Flutterist.
Fantastic.
Perfect. So what we need is, I would say, I can, oops, sorry. I want just copy the path here. Copy path.
Oh, I didn't know that this works. Oh, that's interesting.
And I could tell you something. So we need absolute path. Yeah. No, actually the relative path. This is gonna be this one. Path from content root, I would say. Let's see.
Okay. And now we have to add that to our...
And I think we need here a string, which is gonna be like that.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
And the question is that, do we have in our pubspec YAML? Is it in the pubspec YAML? Yeah, right? All images. Here. So we have all images. I don't have to add it separately. And okay, so we have our home image path, custom function, duration, and the type. What is the type? Output and home. OP. Okay. So I will add some duration now. And after that we can have a look and see if it works or not.
Okay. That's a good question, Ankit. At the moment this is not planned. I think that animated splash doesn't support it. I could imagine. And yes, we will have to make a full restart in a second.
How long is this here? I don't know.
So I don't like this package already.
No, I thought I should say duration, second or millisecond
yes,
or something like
so
that.
If it's a duration, I would also assume that this one's a duration object. Oh well.
Okay, so I will just restart it. Oops.
Ooh.
Ooh.
But that was weird. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. I think that was something like 2 times the
Exactly,
right?
Ankit. I think it's 1000 milliseconds at the end. It's somehow twice there?
Twice, yeah.
Is there a reason for that?
Yeah, okay. What I can imagine is maybe we need here something else. The type animated splash time background process.
And what does output and home mean?
Output and home OP. Okay, here we don't have anything, but we have some stuff here. During splash.
Okay, this is the method that gets executed while it's waiting, more or less. And there is a map of OP where it has 2 pictures or 2 things. Output and home. Interesting. I think we don't have so much control over that animated splash, guys. I think the background will be the background, unfortunate.
Let's see if we have here anything else. Custom function, output and home and type.
We could maybe jump into type to see what we get there, if there are options. Animated splash type, so you can jump inside that. This is an enum, I think. So static duration and background process. I think we should switch that to static duration.
Okay. Which means, what does it mean, Max? I should do something like animated splash type dot.
Yep, exactly. It's an enum. Yeah. Hey, Rishabh, nice to see you.
Dot.
I think it's the type animated splash type.
Ah, yeah.
And then static duration.
Static duration. Like that. Let's see now what's going on.
It's interesting that it's navigated twice. It looks very, very odd. I think that is a problem of the package. I can't imagine that this is a setting that we have to pass.
Hey, Risha. Okay, I would say that was quite easy, but not satisfying actually.
On the other side, if we take the normal one and we just make our own... Oh, that is a good question. What happens if we press the back button? Is there a back button? I didn't even see it. No, there is none.
We will have something like that in Android, but not on iOS.
We have a custom app bar. Do you think we have it then? I don't think so, right?
No. We have just something like that here.
Oh, on the other hand, that's interesting. That means even the stack of the navigation gets removed. So you can't navigate back to the splash screen. Interesting. Hey.
Custom function, output and home. What's going on here?
Hello, Achitraya. Achitraya? Cool name.
Achitraya. Hello.
Okay.
Hope you guys are all doing well.
Yeah.
We are struggling with the splash screen. And
yeah, there should be, but I assume that the navigation stack gets emptied somehow from the package, and so I think that is the problem why we can't see it. Can we take a look into the package on GitHub? I would like to see if there is any...
Yeah. During splash. Background process. I would like just to
there is no real app bar, Computer Science Academy. It's just, I don't want to say fake one, but it's a custom one that we created ourselves. Okay, you broke it.
But still, we don't navigate 2 times.
That's true.
Okay, so background process, it doesn't help.
No.
What was the other one?
Static, but I think that's the default one.
Still doesn't help really.
Okay, so change the package. The only option.
Change the package, or as we said, let's have a look in the repository in the GitHub.
then we can conclude that it is not navigating twice. Not necessarily. We could navigate twice and after that delete the stack. That would also lead to a problem. You don't have to look further. It's since 9 months not touched anymore. I just wanted to see if when was the last time someone did something on it. And seems 17 months, 2 months is now the latest, and so it's quite old, and it seems not really to be maintained.
Do we have any splash screen possibility for Flutter itself?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is inside of the plugin, so we have to write some native code, I think.
Okay.
At least this is what I think. We can try that. It's not too difficult, I assume, else it would not be used from other people.
Was it this one? No. That was
the
animated.
One?
No. I thought we used this one.
No.
I would say let's give a try this one also.
Okay, so let's go.
So I would do something.
I think
like
so
that.
too. I think what do you want to do?
I will just
roll back. Yep.
roll back everything.
Keep the image.
Oh. Okay. I'll do everything. Just this one out. Roll back.
And done.
And done. This. And I will give it a try here.
That's true. I just wanted to have a real splash screen, you know, computer science. I call you CSA. I think that's easier. So I call you CSA from now. So I think it's easier if you, or the idea from me was more to implement a real splash screen between the Android native code and going into the Flutter code. Hey, I admit this one for a client. How is it? The problem, I think you can't link or write links in the chat, unfortunately. I don't know why, but I can't activate that for customers, so sorry. But you can share it on Twitter and I will take a look later.
So I want to figure out what's going on here with this package. Here we have our app.
Yep.
This is a home, and in my app, oops, we have a splash screen, the second, navigate after seconds, the title,
so I've
image, background gradient. Oh, okay, we have much more options.
Yeah.
But does it mean, okay, should I wrap again the material app? I don't know, to be honest.
This is just a scaffold, so can you scroll up a little bit? So you have this with this, the material app is surrounded up here. Yeah. So I assume down here you will just wrap it inside of the material wrap. So
yeah, this is my app and this is what's going on here.
Correct.
So perfect, which means splash screen. We need it here.
So it looks exactly the same.
Pop get? Yeah. Oh, I think so. Okay.
Okay. So inside of the material app, you would surround the main screen now.
Drop this one. Splash screen. And here we have home, I think. Okay. No.
Navigate after seconds is the name. Yeah, it was right. Navigate after seconds.
Navigate.
Take it. Enter.
Oh, I didn't see that all the time. Okay, so. Okay. It's not this one. Like that.
Perfect.
Okay, here and here and here. And I miss something.
Seconds. It wants to have, after several seconds, it wants to show its value. So
I would say 2 seconds. Probably for now 5. No, it's too long. 2. Background color.
Oh, fantastic.
Colors, that's black.
Okay.
And now let's just have a look. How does it look like?
Okay.
Okay. Now I want the path image.
that's true, Reshop. I think the splash screen, the real splash screen, is anyway not like we do it right now. What this splash screen is more about is like a page for Flutter in front of the real application. It's just like a state between. Command Shift V, is it that you searched?
Oh yeah, Command Shift V, and that is this one.
Perfect.
Oops. That.
Okay.
Let's see.
Beautiful. Amazing.
But much better.
Yep.
Okay.
Maybe a bit dark in my opinion, but okay. I think you want to have the photo size a little bit higher.
Yeah. Background color we have, and we can also add a title, right? Here we go. No, right? Yeah. I like to add title also.
Okay, so let's do that.
The title gonna be text. And I would say save recipe app. Why? Why are you laughing, Max?
Because Flutterist has a great idea.
Image background. Image background.
Could we add a photo color, photo size, please, first?
Yeah. Let's see. How big should it be? 100. See what's going on. To be honest, I like much more white background.
Okay, so we can make it also purple, or that color that we have in the image, right? That I don't want to say purple, pinkish color.
It's gonna be too pink.
Okay, so keep it white.
Sorry.
No worries. Just discussing.
Yeah, and I would say here we need more larger.
Okay, and then Flutterist has a great idea. We want to have a rounded image. So how does a rounded image work? I think you know that, so let's try that.
Honestly, I rounded one time the button and now I have to round everything. Okay, I think we have something here.
Okay.
Color, width, fit, bundle. We have shape or something here?
Nope, I don't think so. In my humble opinion, I know that it is a bit more tricky than just using something in the image.
Yeah?
You can wrap the image in a container.
Yeah, but... No.
Can
I do it here? Can I just wrap this here? I don't think so.
You can wrap that, yeah, sure, why not? Oh, the image accepts an image. Oh, that is bad.
No, that's guys.
Oh, that is lucky for you. I think we have to create a splash screen for ourselves.
Or we have still something here. Gradient, image background, loader color, loading text.
It's interesting how easily packages make mistakes, in my opinion. Like here, for example, seconds is a duration much better. The image would be much better if it is a widget that you can pass inside, and so on and so forth. So we could wrap the whole splash screen, but then we would have the whole splash screen round, right? This is not what we want. So another option would be if we jump inside of the splash screen. So how does it look like inside? So we have photo size, we have image, blah 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 stuff. Extend state. Ooh, it has even a state. Okay. Push replacement. Okay, there the push happens. Yeah, I
have an inkwell with stack
a lot of
and
new
container.
Okay, so
where is the image? The image is here.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Decoration image. Can we just add something here?
No, unfortunately not. This is a package. What we had to do is we download the whole package as code, and then we can change it, and then we could install it as a reference. We could just copy and paste the code here and then do our own. That would be an option, that we create an own one. But I don't know.
No, it doesn't feel good. I would say.
Oh, we can change it. We can also work in the package and everything, and we can change it by downloading the package completely. Here's a good idea for gradient. Nkit is saying that we could have white in the top and pink in the bottom.
This is good. Just I want to add here image background. Should be all this.
We could change the code, but what happens if there is a new version of it? Then we directly would destroy our code that we would download. What are you doing? So you have two images then, as a background ones and one as an image. No, I just want to have image background. What do you mean with an image background?
Instead of having the image here, just use this one as image background. No, it doesn't work. It does work. It
does work, of course, but why? Then it's the whole screen most likely in that color, in that font, and that image.
Yeah, it doesn't like. Looks nice.
So I think let's implement the gradient, keep the image like it is. It's good enough, I think, for today. But you know what I also
don't like is the text bottom of the. Okay. I would like the title gonna be on top of that, and it's a title.
Okay, so we need a custom one. Don't discuss, delete the package. We don't need that stuff. We do our own.
Sorry, guys. I think this is better. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, it shouldn't be too hard. It's just more work.
Okay, roll back everything, and here we go. Splash screen Flutter.
The problem was that the image was a hard-coded image path. We couldn't pass a widget inside. So circle avatar, container, or anything like that wouldn't work. So we needed to pass down an image provider. That was a bit tricky.
Okay.
So you are now directly in the splash screen part, which is perfect. But today we want to work in the splash screen for iOS. So you have to search for the launch screen.
This is here.
Yeah.
iOS launch screen.
This is now the real splash screen, so not a fake one like we did right now.
Yeah.
Because the fake one would be in the meantime when the Flutter app is already loaded up. And now when the app is starting up, the Flutter code is already processing, so there is a background task. That would be the fake splash screen that we saw right now, because that was already Flutter, right? The real splash screen usually is in between of Android or iOS and Flutter starting up. So in the meantime, when the app is not really there, usually we see there a white screen. And this is the real splash screen, because this is the time between. I think there is a cool image here. So you see in that image you have Android.
Yeah.
Then it's starting up the first splash screen, which is for Flutter, right?
Yeah.
From this, so we have one splash screen for Android, one for Flutter. Then we get an intermediate state, which is like fading into the real application.
Yeah.
And after that, we get the real application.
Okay.
And circle avatar wouldn't work for that example that we had right now, because we couldn't wrap anything else than an image inside. So we needed to pass down text, which is a bit unlucky. Okay.
That means in this case we have to provide a splash screen for iOS and an extra splash screen for Android.
Fantastic, exactly.
Okay.
So we do it correctly, more or less.
And now let's have a look how we should implement it.
So we work today on iOS, so let's start with that, I would recommend. So what do we read here? All apps submitted to the Apple App Store must use an Xcode storyboard to provide the app's launch screen. The default Flutter template includes an Xcode storyboard named Launch Screen Storyboard that can be customized as you see fit with your own assets. By default, the storyboard display is a blank image, but you can change this. To do so, open the Flutter app's Xcode project by typing open iOS blah 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 from the root of your apps directory.
This is this one.
That is correct, Jin. Jin Ray. Cool name.
So we need to splash. Okay. From the root of your application.
I see right now that splash screen is also not the right word. It is more launch screen, actually. Does that work, really?
I don't know.
I never have done that my whole time.
It said open it like that, and I
But
just tried
something
that.
happened. There is no error, so something happened. Can you check if Xcode has opened up anywhere? So if we go to the left or to right?
Oh,
yeah, you
here
see?
we go.
I think you have to go to left or right.
Okay.
Ah,
Oh,
there
here
is a
we go.
message. Uh-oh.
Install additional request.
So press on install and take...
Oh, guys, it's gonna be a long journey. Oh, Max.
Let me hack it in.
But it's better to do it in the right way.
Yeah.
Instead of...
I think the splash
Try
screen that we have with the Flutter is still a good idea, so that we have... It's a small install, so hopefully press all things. Usually what happens is...
I hate Xcode. Sorry.
That you have that splash screen intermediate between Android or iOS and Flutter. And then in Flutter you have usually also a little bit of a splash screen that have background processes running, that you get something from Hive database, initialize your stuff, and so on and so forth. So it takes like, yeah, who needs
20
that?
gigabyte that I don't even use, yeah.
It's just for the build tools at the end. It's just for the build tools.
So...
Wow, we have 9 likes on this stream. Fantastic, guys. Thank you. In the meantime, we have time, so...
Yes. Okay.
Alright, so let's install
Max,
that.
did someone... I think that was the Irish who used the... what's the name of this thing that we have?
Super chat.
Super chat.
Yeah.
That was quite... unfortunately, I missed that. I didn't see how does it work, but probably if I...
It's getting very big. The whole screen starts to blink all the time in red and green and everything, so that you don't miss anything out.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so Xcode has done something, and here we go. Fantastic. I think you should execute the command once more that it's open up.
So let's come here and do it again.
Ah, way better.
Perfect.
Alright, so
Okay, so
we have it open.
and now let's see from the root of your app directory, the select run thing from the project navigator and drop the desired image to the launch image.
Set. Alright.
Okay, that was in the runner. To be honest, I
forgot the
it
West.
again. Runner assets X. Runner.
Ah, yeah, there.
Asset here. Okay, so let's come back here. We don't have it in. Oh.
You will find it in IntelliJ. What? But just go to IntelliJ.
Oh, okay. And
Scroll
just grab
up.
the
Splash image, Command C. I think you did not select it. You did not select it.
I just select. Okay.
Command
like that.
C and.
Come here and.
I think you have to click here. No, it doesn't work like that. So you
No.
have to do something else.
Okay, I have a better idea. Let's just this one, and here we go. And
You have to drop it here.
here.
Yeah. All right.
So again, this one. Just a minute, guys.
You can't copy. Oh, that's unlucky. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, here we have this one.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
I
Easy.
will provide that data.
But be careful. We have to go back once more because the message is different. You know, we have here a launch image and we have to name that correctly. If we don't do that correctly, we get an error.
Okay, so let's rename this one.
Show in Finder. I think then it's opening up every time this Mac uses. I know.
Show in Finder.
Can you go into that launch image set?
Launch image set.
And now we have to convert more or less all these free into our splash screen JPEG.
Okay.
Delete that first. Yeah, that sounds also like an idea.
Okay. But this is not. No. How? I don't know.
Okay, slowly, Mahtab. Don't ask so many questions. It's very easy. So we have here our IDE, right?
Yes.
It's like IntelliJ. It just looks odd. Don't worry. So we have here these three things, and you see there's a 1x, 2x, and 3x.
Okay.
And there are
not the same one.
explanations for that. So What we have is also for our image, we have also 1x, 2x, and 3x, right?
Okay.
So don't worry about that too much, but these are different screen sizes at the end. So it's the scaling of the image at the end.
I think it's similar to the icon of an application.
Correct,
right?
exactly.
Okay.
So what we will do is we delete the other one.
Okay.
But careful, we want to have the naming because
Yeah.
I can't remember that in any case. So
Can you copy
I
this
copy
one?
that.
Yeah.
And what I try is to rename that, so, and delete that.
And
Now we remove
yeah.
this and we are done. So now we have to pass down the 3 images, and I don't know if this is possible, but most likely I can just copy and paste.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I just did that now. Okay, and that's it actually. More is not necessary. It's just if you are looking more into detail, we have this human interface guidelines. We jump inside of this. We see what the launch icon has to be inside, what it expects, or what. Sorry, we should not advertise, don't play launch, whatever. So there are some guidelines that you should follow if you have an App Store app at the end. But in general, we are fine with that. And now, whenever we start up our application and it takes a while to start up the app, then we should see that image in the meantime. I don't know how fast our iOS simulator will be. So, yeah, bring that on top, maybe a bit on the right. And what I want to do is I want to start this time the application from the Xcode, which is also possible, right? So I will just click here on the runner. And now have an eye on here, and let's hope that it is running correctly. It gave you 2,000 warnings, really? I didn't know that there are so many problems on iPhone. I thought it's pretty stable at the moment. Did you not do something? No?
I did it.
You did?
Yeah, but that was pretty easy, I think. I don't know anymore. It's a while ago, to be honest.
It's still white. I'm still unhappy. So you see it's still white here?
Yeah.
Which is actually not what we want. Oh, there it is.
Ooh.
So it seems that it is the intermediate time somehow. So now for this splash screen, it would be this time that is white at the moment. I have no idea why it is white, maybe, but it seems not that we have any chance to update that even further. Is there anything else? No, I think not. Android. Here we have Android, initialize the app, Flutter activity, Flutter fragment, creating a custom
splash.
But this is a complete for Android, right? If we write Android code. I know it works for iOS, but as you could see, it is just very short period there. So let's have a short time of waiting, and you will see that the image is quickly there. And here it is.
But that was good, oh?
It's not amazing, but it's good. At the first phase, yeah, that could be that it's just for Android. What we could do in the future is we could think about to have here a larger scaled image, which is more long, like landscape more, you know?
But to be honest, I wanted to make it a little bit more center in the...
Yeah, but I think we have to fit it exactly to the size of the screen. So
can we change something here on the image set?
Probably, but I have no idea. Original template, inherited, automatic, lossless.
I don't know, okay.
Preserve vector data, universal, so the device is iPhone. So you can add multiple images here. Appearance, any dark, any light. Scales, single scale. Gamut, direction fixed, left, right, both. Width class, any compact, regular, height class.
Should we add some padding?
Screen width.
Individual.
Auto scaling. No idea, Mahtab.
Okay, it's running. You should stop it at first.
Okay. Oops. So building. So let's see if we get a warning. But warnings are anyway just warnings, right? We ignore them. So no, it looks good actually.
I would say it's fine.
It's inside. Let's say it this way.
It's better than the previous one, and we saw how does it work in real application. So, and if we want to have a splash screen that does something or has an animation or something, we anyway have to use the one from Flutter. Yes, and we can after that customize it, which is going to be here, right? This only works, I think, inside of the Android one.
Because yeah, I think that is only working for Android. Yeah, as you see, it's asking about the Android view up here as a splash screen. So this is now the intermediate phase between Android and Flutter.
Okay. Does it mean that the iOS doesn't have any option?
It will have some options, I assume, but I don't know which ones.
Okay.
So most likely we have to write something ourselves or a plugin for that or so.
Okay, guys. I'd say I'm happy with that.
Okay.
Are you also happy with that? So we will continue with other stuff.
I think it's better than before, and we can keep that for now.
And I will close.
No, I will close it. So.
Great. So
exactly, first phase.
I hope you guys are happy. Thank you very much again for your image and for the logo. That is fantastic. I will run it again.
Ooh, can I get your spoon up there?
Yeah.
Zoom meetings? Never thought about it. What do you want to have for a Zoom meeting? I think we are now in the meetup group from Flutter Karlsruhe, where we want to start a meetup group here in our hometown. And keep it. Oh, thank you. Amazing. And additionally, we both really hope that we get asked as speakers for other projects like GDGs and so on. That would be amazing, right?
And what I can understand is sometimes our app is crazy.
Why do you mean with the...
Why are all images?
I can tell you that. What? Did you add these categories?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Oh.
These are our default images. When we start up the application with no categories, then it automatically adds the parts inside.
Okay.
And these are these ones. So that's the reason.
It's fine, guys.
Hey, amateur coder. Yep, not too far away from 4,000. I think, I don't know at the moment, but yeah, it's pretty cool.
Perfect. So, guys, I would say I want to implement this screen finally.
Okay, right? So the category screen for our noodles.
The category
which
screen.
Is rep, I think.
If it's too loud, guys, please let us know, because the window is open and it's quite windy. I don't know. And our application, our category screen look like this at the moment.
So we have a lot of problems. First, the image is too big.
The image is too big. We need... Do we have
the headline is there,
the headline,
but it's on the center, not on the left. Then we need a list view or a custom scroll view.
Exactly. So I will just...
So many things to do.
Yeah. I think we should have some recipes, but it's not actually the case. So let's add a test recipe. Something like that. And submit it. Was it beef? I think so. Okay.
Oh, it looks beautiful. Keep it like that.
No, come on. I think that was me that I implement this horrible, would say, screen. But anyway, we will do it better now.
Okay.
So at the moment we are in the category screen, which is not this one.
So cars is also going. Now it's getting very loud.
Category screen. Perfect. We have here a column which is has a hero animation for our category image, and here we have a material, text, and center. So first of all, we don't have the center. We don't need the center, and we don't need, I think, also a material. Everything fine. It's fine still. What we need is...
now I got it. I think we had a hero animation surrounding this text, right? That it's flying around.
Oh yeah.
That's why we had this material surrounding it. But
material.
Good that you removed it, because it's not necessary
need it, actually.
anymore.
And what I think is we want to push the text on the left side. So we can align the text, or we have here a column. How about the column, and this is gonna be the cross axis, right?
I think so.
And the cross axis...
No, not left.
Start.
Yes.
You're right. Let's have a look. Better.
Okay.
And the next one, we have expanded. We have a list view separated.
Now, before we go further, can we fix the image?
Yes.
From top to down. So we get the image from memory or from the network, but out of some reasons it's getting very large. And I see here already this has a height of 400 here.
Okay, I would say we can go to the media query of, and here for size.
So media query off gets this information from the from the screen, right?
Yeah. What do you think? I think.
So a third of the screen always. Yeah, sounds good.
Oh.
Could we add that also to the memory image? Because I think we have 2 images here. So.
Okay, so what we can do is maybe to create variable for that.
This is a method. You want to make that with Command, Alt, and V.
V.
Yeah.
Always. Okay. Screen. No, image height. Image height. Not in the build method, right?
I think so. It has to be in the build method, else the media query off will not work when you change the screen size out of any reasons.
Okay. It's gonna be like that. And here I can go for the height, and this is gonna be the image height.
So that is now for our image that we have from our database, right?
Yeah, exactly. Which means when we are going back, and one of them should be from our here.
Okay, it worked.
It works. The height is actually the right measure.
Yeah.
But we need also a width.
Okay, which one would that be?
Or the fit.
What about let's go with what about? What about what? How can I help you, computer? No, not Computer Science Academy, it's CSA.
Can I go something like that? I don't know, I think it's somehow the paradox. No, it doesn't work like that.
What did we have in the other image?
The other image is bigger.
Can you read it? It's just below.
Oh, look at that. Really? So, and what we can do is, I'll just have a look if it's really work. I mean, I trust you, Max, but...
Sure. Good. Close enough. One thing is missing. Somehow you replaced it with it.
Yeah. And we need also the fit. And the box fit cover.
Amazing.
Perfect. Can we do also something like that? We have always the middle of our image? I think so.
A very good question. I have no idea.
Something like maybe alignment or? Center.
Did something change? Could be. I don't know.
Okay. Oops.
You made a screenshot. Beautiful. You have to press Command.
Okay. So, before I do that, I will just replace this one with, for example, button left.
Oh, yeah. It really has. Hey, cool. I didn't know that. Fantastic.
Okay. So it's really center. Yeah.
It really makes a difference. Cool.
Okay, but as we can see here, we have a couple of things that are common in both of them.
Yeah. I think we can't get rid of that.
No?
No, the problem is that both of the images... we could maybe... I don't know if this works, but we could write the constructor fully so that we say image, have brackets, and inside take the memory image provider and the network image provider, and then we just put the stuff inside.
Okay, but we should create an extra widget for that.
No, but anyway, first let's answer the question from the chat, because I think the chat didn't see the difference. So if we take here bottom left, for example, and we save the whole thing, you see that we see here the water, and we see here the green area, very big and very large. It is very zoomed in and so on and so forth. So if we change that now to center, the image itself moves itself, so we don't see anymore the bottom center. We see now the center of the image itself. This makes sense. So we moved our perspective of the image. I hope this makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
And what I thought about this part is that we could do something like image, and then have what does the image want? I think the image wants also an image, which could be a memory image. So, and I think the image itself gets the parts like fit, height, stuff, right? And what we could do is make this ternary operator not outside of the image, but inside of the image.
Oh yeah, okay, I see.
You know? So I would keep you with the idea.
Okay, so
hey Nicole, nice to see you.
we can go something like instead of we can go like here, image.
You made everything right. Game over.
It's fine. I would say we can just bring everything inside of this one.
Okay. No, I don't think that works because you have an image in an image. No, you have to write something, Mahtab. It will not work without own work.
So this is this one and this is this one.
Yeah.
I want just at first
comment it out.
Comment it out. Comment with block comments. Okay? Like this.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Now, you said we can go for image, and here we have an image.
Yes.
Now what we can do is actually to bring this part.
Just the ternary operator. You just need the question here. Category.file.
Category.file is unequal to null. And if this is the case, we need the memory image.
Correct.
Right? Memory image. Like this.
And this gets the category.file, right?
Yeah. And this gets the category.files. And if this is not the case, we will get a network image.
Yep.
Network image. And here we need the category dot image URL. Oops. Like this.
And now we need all the rest of the properties. Where do we add them?
Here. And I would say this is going to be out of our category, our ternary operator.
Okay.
And this will be here. So the height and everything can be just added here.
All right. That looks fantastic.
That looks good.
And it works immediately.
Yeah. At least I didn't get an error.
Fantastic. What was that sentences? Sorry.
At least I didn't get any error.
Yeah.
I said.
Sorry, it was very quick. Okay, so Ankit has a question. MySQL or Postgre for database and how you connect with Flutter. Well, Flutter is a front-end technology, so you would usually use SQLite if you want to have it directly on the DB on the device. So then it would be SQLite, or the other one is Hive, for example, or I think there are also different others that you can use for local DB. But if you want to have a database on a server, like MySQL and Postgre would usually run on a server and you would access them via an API, then which one is better? Well, I like both of them. At the moment, I'm using more Postgre SQL, but just because Aqueduct, so it's a framework for a server-side project, it works way better with Postgre SQL. Nice animation? Which animation? What have you done?
Do we have an animation?
Again? I think if you click on the image, I think that's...
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Love it.
I love it too. But look at that. The height is here, and I have the feeling the height of... No, they are all the same. Perfect.
Could you take a ruler? I'm not sure.
No, it's fine. It's fine, Max. Perfect. This is this one. And now...
What I find very interesting, or I think we take a random color for images that coming from network for the app bar. You see, for rice, it's getting this gray tone, which fits a little bit with the image, right? The waterfall is gray, but if you take now the black one or dark black and white one, it's getting like blue. And I think this is our default color when we don't have a color set it. But that's
what
fine.
I can imagine is that if it's the network color, the dominant color can't be calculated properly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. We couldn't calculate the dominant color, so we just used always the default color.
That's fine.
And CSA, thank you for your tips. So Mahtab, you could have read everything from CSA up there. I didn't want to ignore him, you do it yourself more or less, because I want to challenge you as always.
Yeah, I want also to learn, but thank you very much. It is amazing. Okay.
Cool.
So we are pretty done here. The only thing that I would like to add here is, not this one. I want to add padding here. And here, like that, this, no, come on. We have here 16. And I will assume, oh, exactly, this is also 16. So instead of having here 8, I will just replace it with 16, and this gonna be our title, and the title should be bold.
Oh, okay.
And ooh.
Ooh.
Where do we have this one? If we jump here. I think that was some updates for the... Where did I read it? I read somewhere that the Flutter, in the Flutter documentary or somewhere, they provided all the fonts and all the colors in a table or something like that, that we can directly see what is the size and the style of different text. Is this right?
I was just confused by the chat that gets like active right now. So yeah, so let's
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Sadly.
I'm sorry, I didn't read that. What I just saw is that there was a change in the naming of the headline and so on in the last couple of days.
Okay. Used for large text in dialogue, which is not the case. This is large text, very large text. So
and very, very large text.
I will, instead of 5, I will
Thank you, Nicole.
4.
Hey, we got 100 baht. You
Ooh,
see our first...
Thank you very much. This is the first time that I'm with you
also,
and we get some...
It's the second one. It's amazing.
This is great. And what's happened? This is...
So many questions. Let me check quickly that I'm coming through that. So where have we started with it? So which language you for API calls? Well, I usually use REST or GraphQL. How about connecting Python as a backend? Go for it. Python is a very good language, but yeah, it depends on what you want. I will think about to create a Flutter video for providers for beginner. Rupees? Yeah, that's only €1. That's perfectly fine. I'm super happy about every dollar. Every dollar helps. Believe me.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, really. Helps us a lot. So what do we have? Hey guys, do you know how I can check if a list of string contains at least one string of another list of strings? So you have 2 lists of strings and you want to check if one list of strings has the other. I think you need to loop around one of the lists.
You have can to go for each.
For each, and then you can use contains, I think.
Yeah.
Should be pretty easy.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So I just changed actually the headline 5 to 4. It looks different, but this is not what our designer wanted. Our designer wanted have to this format of the text, which is the 30 is the size text and the bold. So what I'm going to do is, instead of having this one, I'm going with the text style. And here I'm going with 30, and which one is the bold stuff? Font family, probably.
Font family is the
I just cheated.
Can you use contains for contains? I'm not sure about that. I have really to read that, but it would be interesting to know now. Can you do me a favor? Can you go in the browser? I just want to know that quickly.
Is it a...
Yeah, that looks
first,
good enough.
Tell me if this is what you want to have.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Okay, and now you want to go to browser.
Yeah, check. Can you search for Dart and then the contains method of a list, please?
Why?
Please do it quickly.
You can go to my video. I did.
You have a contains video? No,
I
good.
think in the
Go.
where. Oh, contains.
Yeah.
Method.
And list, I think.
It's a list. Yeah, list method.
Okay. So we have a string. Can we search for a string? No.
We will have a list.
Yes, we have a list of no, in that case it's a string. So can you go one back? You didn't take the list one. I think the first one is the iterable. So that is the list one. So here we have the contains and we give an object inside. So anything can be inside. So if we search for a string inside of a list, we have to find any string, right? That have we before. So we have to loop at least once. So it will be an ON problem. ON problem, yeah.
Or what we can also do is maybe to call the where method.
Yes, and then we would remove all the
the question is that what do you want to do that with?
That's a good question.
Is there a rounded food in Germany, man?
Is there rounded food in Germany? Good question. German
I think
round...
the schnitzel is most of the time rounded. So
my favorite rounded food.
So what I wanted to say actually is with the contains. For example, what I can imagine is, okay, the question is at first what you want to do with the list. If you want, for example, to add to another list or to figure out,
it seems he wants to have, like, he has two lists of strings, and he wants to identify which one is union. So what do you have for elements that are in one list existent and in the second list? Anyhow, not so important. If you have more questions, please let us know. Then we can work on that.
I can create a dart pad for that.
Just write Mahtab on Twitter. She's very happy to answer these questions.
It makes me fun.
So yeah, a lot of German food.
He must do this once, or he should use other letter structure. Exactly. So, as you can see, in Germany we have many rounded food.
I mean pretzel, right? It's
pretzel.
Like I think it's funny that it's called bread.
Yeah, but pretzel is rounded and many others.
Never seen a Baumkuchen in my life. Interesting.
Baumkuchen?
Yeah, it's that one up there. Never eaten, no idea.
So it's...
Okay. So I learned something about my culture. Isn't it great?
Great, so work further.
Okay.
And after that we need here a list of different stuff.
Okay, that's gonna be interesting.
So this is the rice. I think we have an element in our beef, which is this one. And
I'm really happy that we made this cool stuff for the API, the design, that we made the design and thought about it.
Okay, at the moment we have a row, which is this one, in a container, which is this one. And what I would like to do is, again, I will just cut this one and bring it here. Sorry.
No worries.
I want just to see, not that I missed something.
Yep.
So I commented with the block and go back here.
I think we really have to make a Dart beginner's course. It seems that there are a lot of questions about it.
Yeah.
It's cool. Yeah, I like that. KPMG algorithm for list. Okay. So let us think. Which is best, Firebase or AWS? Both are great. Both have their downsides. I think if you are a startup, you have to just check that out. Is there an AWS? I have no idea. We have to check that. Thank you, Nico.
Thank you very much, Nico.
Always welcome. Thank you so much. So what do we have else? The problem is I can't put a for each into a where. That is absolutely true. Try the opposite. Try to for each and then search inside with a where. What do we have else? I have a list inside a list. How can I add a new element to that list inside if it's empty? So you have a two-dimensional array and you want to add a list somewhere. So what
Are you
do
finished?
Yep. Sorry.
No, it's fine. So, as I said, I would like to implement. We want to implement this card.
Okay.
I went at the first with card, but we have actually here a title. We have here a leading is on their side, on this side.
Yep.
Leading, and this one is trailing.
Trailing, exactly.
Exactly. So I think the best option is actually a list tile. So I decided for the list tile, and what we can do is.
Oh, that's gonna be funny.
Trailing. And what do we need here is this little icon.
Yep.
And so we need an icon here, and we need more icons, and this is gonna be something like arrow or something like that. This one.
Okay.
Perfect.
Really?
And almost perfect. So like that. Okay, and we have here list tile. In the list tile we have a shape. I want to give this elevation to the list tile.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is if we can use the shape for that, or if I should wrap the list tile in a container and use the decoration.
Yeah, you can try. I don't know, to be honest.
Okay, let's have look here. Rounded border, and here we have a border radius. I don't think it will help me.
If you want to make it elevated, no.
Border radius circular, and for example 5. No, I missed something. Border radius all, and radius circular, and 5. Like that. Let's see what's going on here. Like that, like that. Okay, nothing happened.
It's not nothing happened.
No,
it's just
I
invisible.
Don't have a color. Yeah. Exactly. I need a color for that.
Yep. If you want to have a border color, you need side.
Yeah?
The side is for the border sides. It's a bit confusing, but if you say now border side, yep, then you can add that.
Oh, okay, perfect. Before I give it color, let's see which color do we have here. This is our border, and this is the color. So we have here the color 0 F in here.
You know, it's getting like slowly, happily. Our chat is self-aware now. They talk with each other. We don't have to be too active anymore. Now we can sit back, relax, grab a cup of coffee, and wait till the day is over. What are you doing?
I don't know. Here and 5.
It seems that it doesn't work like you want to.
No, not actually. Sadly. Ah, okay. Probably it helped. No. Border style. Solid.
Make a cup for me too, yeah. I love good coffee.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just optimistic. And I think that...
Eee, what's that?
I don't know.
Looks scary.
Okay, so I will... Okay.
Why are we using the list tile method? The list tile is a widget, I think, but in the first place. But why do we use it?
I use list tile because list tile had some parameters, which is actually, I think it's gonna be really helpful. This is exactly like this what we want. Yeah, we have a title, we have a leading and trailing.
Yep.
And this is what we want instead of creating a row with different stuff here.
Okay.
Outside tabs.
But you saw already that it doesn't look exactly the same, right?
Maybe, but I give it up, I have some other thing. I would say I will remove this one.
Ah, did you see that? The shape border is the border of the title's inkwell. Okay. Defines the tiles. Okay.
Sorry, Max.
No worries. That's all good.
So that was for the...
It was for the tile, but it somehow didn't work. So it's interesting.
My workaround is to trap this one with a container.
Okay.
And the container will have...
It was a pleasure, CSA. See ya. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Okay, we will have here a decoration. I would say I can use a box decoration. And here I can have a color. Like this. And the border radius. Box decoration, this is right, huh? Wait, border radius, yeah. Border radius all. And radius circle, like that. And what I can imagine is now that we can have also here elevation. Come on.
The elevation is a box shadow in your case.
It's a box shadow.
Acidity. What is acidity? Sounds like poisoning. Do I have to Google that?
But
And Nicole says we guys getting acidity. And I have to Google that.
I don't
It's
know.
again a word that I don't know. So
okay, what I did, and it's weird, is that I changed the color of our background, and this is not what we want actually. What we want is the border radius, and I want actually just to change the border color.
ah, bitterness. We
are bitter? Why? We are not bitter.
I think we don't get that. Sorry. So you have a box shadow for that.
No, do you know what I want?
No, I didn't register.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know.
What do you
The
want?
problem is that I changed the background color of our container. But actually, I wanted just to change the border color.
Oh, okay. So do it.
Okay, do you know what, guys? Was it right to wrap our list tile in a container, or was it better if I wrap it in a card? Because card has elevation and also every stuff. I don't know.
Could work, but I don't know if the card has a border that you want. But everything is possible. Both of them
Okay.
work fine, so go for it.
I will go at first with the box shadow.
No,
Okay?
I thought you want to change the border. Let's stick with the border first.
Okay.
So we added a border radius. What is the next parameter of box decoration that could work for a border? The border radius is the corner, right?
And we have here the border.
And the border has a border box.
All.
Border all, yeah.
Yeah. So like that. And here we have a color. Oh, Max, you are right.
707070.
What else? The width. It's gonna be maybe 2. I don't know.
And now let's check out how it looks.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, promising.
Much better. I wanted to see what's the width of our. Here's the size is 1, right?
Yep. The overlay we received from Streamlabs, so we worked there, we paid for it more or less, and thanks to the donations that we received, I could allow me that. And there, one part that we could do is, I think it has a specific name that I don't have in my mind at the moment. Can we take something like 8 or 16 or something like that for the edge insets? You use now 10, but we usually do a multiply of 8. So 8, 16, 24, 33.
No, I didn't know that. Okay, it's true like that, but it's wrong. Actually, I wanted to have a padding around, but I did it inside.
That's true, Mohit.
So guys, just have a look here.
The alternative of padding is?
Padding and?
Yep.
The other one is? I don't know. Wait. Padding and?
Margin.
Margin.
So what you could do is, instead of writing padding in front, you could write margin. Or what you also can do is wrap the whole list view.
Or do we have here maybe padding?
That will not help you. The problem is that the list view takes 100% of the space, and your container wanted to push now outside. So you want to do something.
Wrap this one.
No, the list view, not the list tile.
Where is my list view? Here.
Agree, Mohit. The problem here is a full stack Flutter developer position is a little bit misleading, because Flutter itself is a UI technology, right? If we are talking about full stack, we usually talk about a mixture of different technologies. I would love to make a full stack app with Flutter as UI, but then we have to agree on a back-end solution somewhere. Oh, what have you done?
I don't know.
Can we go to the error?
I just submitted.
Okay, we don't get an error. Ooh.
No?
What is that? Material app somewhere. We got a bug. Is not empty of the navigator. Okay. That sounds horrible. No, maybe I just restarted. Maybe it has a complete hiccup. PHP Laravel implementation with Flutter. Yeah, something like that. Or what I did the last time is I implemented with Aqueduct from Dart itself. So the backend was done in Aqueduct, so you can stick with one programming language. Or what is else possible? I think, yeah, a lot of that stuff. But then you have like a real backend, you have a real front end, and so on. You have different technologies, and I really be bad in PHP, so I can't really help you there. The idea of Flutter website is, for example, that we work with a headless CMS at the end as a data provider. Okay, so what happened?
I think what happened is that I create 2 times the same recipe. I think I click very fast 2 times on the submit button.
Okay, so there is a problem.
Yeah. Okay, now we have this one, but the weird thing is that I create here a list view with separator, which is actually not needed.
No?
No.
Okay.
At least this is not in our design. So I would say I will use, instead of separator, just the builder. And what does builder need is
that you just remove the whole separator builder. I think you can get rid of that completely.
Okay. And now, instead of wrapping the list view with a padding, I have actually to wrap the list tile with padding. Because now we have the padding here, but each of the tile needs some padding.
Okay.
Or are you agree with me, Max?
Not yet, but let's take a look.
Let's see what's going on.
Okay. Fantastic. Love it.
Max?
The problem is that you surround again the insides of something, so it's not gonna help you. The same thing for the container.
Okay. To be honest, I will just save this one. Now I have to think.
Miss is the methods of doing what Flutter doesn't yet allow us to do. It would be great if you get some examples of that. Then I can maybe relate to that. That would be fantastic. So you got the problem that you have?
I'm not sure.
Maybe you want to have a separator, but not a line. Maybe you want to have a separator that is more...
Like that.
Oh, or like that.
I had to wrap our container. But wrapping the container with the padding, isn't it the same as when I use the padding here? I think so.
No, because if you do it inside of the container, you create the... sorry, fantastic. So if you put the padding inside of the container, you make the padding just for the child, not for the parent. So now you surround that. You got a new nickname, Mahtab. You are Miss Flutter.
Miss
Love
Flutter,
that.
yeah?
Love
I love it too. So, perfect. And now, the size and the style of our text should be better. Which means, here we have this one, and we have style. Text style. Come on. Ignore my... What size?
So while you do that, we can maybe go back to the chat. Yeah, so that's true. If we are focused only on the front end, then yeah, that was also the idea here on this channel. But I don't know if you are interested in that. I can also create something where we have a full backend at the end. We can think about that. It's just a bit hard to do that in one video, so it needs to be a full, proper, I don't know, series at the end. I never get bored. That is very important for me.
The 27 here is much bigger than...
Yeah, I think that has something to do with the visual density, but...
Okay, I will also change the color. Maybe it will help. Max, what's the color if I don't want to use the colors of black?
0xFF, which is full opaque, and then you use everything is 0.
0? Is it? Okay.
So 6 times 0.
The white is 6 times F, right?
Correct. So 256 in every, and one more. There is a good trick how you can identify if you have enough. If you delete again 2 of these zeros and you take a look on the left side, you see that there is no preview, and now that is here.
Perfect, Max. Perfect. The amount of options you have.
Yeah, I think if you take a look into our open videos list, it's like impressive how many topics we still have open. So I thought a week ago or something that we are done and we don't have any topics anymore. Then I took one day and wrote everything down, and then it was like incredible how much there is still left. I think that's the reason why it's still good that we have so many YouTubers for the whole topic, because there is still a very good point that all of us have work. Great.
So guys, I think we have most of that. Now the question is, we talked about last time about this little heart. If we are click on each card, I would say, we will navigate to this screen, and this screen will has this little heart.
So favorite at the end.
Yeah. The question is it possible that the user click on this heart?
No.
Or it's not changeable here?
I would say it's not changeable there at the moment. Maybe in the future, but at the moment I wouldn't say no.
Okay, this is amazing because the list tile has actually on tap method, right?
Yep.
I would say.
But this is for the whole row, right? Yeah, that.
Which is good. I would say.
And we really have to work on the navigation system that we currently have implemented, maybe for the future.
Navigation system, why?
Because at the moment we make always that navigator push and so on. We make it directly. We don't make it with push named, and I think the push named part would be a bit cleaner at the end.
This one, and this is a material something, right?
Material
build.
No, it's page route. Material page route.
Page. Oh.
Yeah.
Exactly. This one. And here we will have a context.
And for
And here we will have, right?
yeah, looks good at the moment. And now you will have the new navigation where you want to point to.
We want to have the recipe screen. Do we have something like that now?
No, but I think a recipe detail screen would be great. That we
Okay.
make it sure that we have here details and write it correctly. For Mohit, yeah, this sounds like interop, like working with the underlying grounds, right? That you want to, for example, get the that you want to work with Android and iOS together to write a plugin. So that method channels and event channels, and I think that is not well documented, and it's also a very complicated topic. For that, I can highly recommend you using the Work Manager package. I use Navigator Route. Yep, this is what we want to do maybe in the future. I've been thinking to have my YouTube. Shall I also start streaming live projects? Highly depends on you. Do you really like to moderate? Do you like to talk with people? Are you not afraid to say to people that you will stream? Because that was my most intimidated moments. And yeah, do you have the time to do it? Because I think a live stream takes 2 hours, and yeah, but at the end it makes a lot of fun. And if you can motivate people to help you, it's also great. And you don't have to do everything correctly, because mostly we do everything wrong and people are anyway happy with it. So that's pretty cool.
So
it's a good
nice.
training.
Now
Yeah.
it's better because
It looks still broken.
yeah,
But better
like
broken?
that. Better with broken.
Cool.
Because we don't have this screen, and I forgot actually to write the builder here.
Okay.
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 And now we have here our dashboard, which is not what we want. Add the recipe, and we have here we need a new screen. And this gonna be recipe detail screen dot dot.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what time is it? Okay, we have it still
15 minutes.
So we need a stateless widget and recipe detail screen.
Interesting. Ankit has the same idea that I had in the first place when I said that I want to make live streams and that I get work done. But the problem was more the opposite, that suddenly it takes like 1 week or 2 weeks till you get something done. Enjoy the rest of your day, Ankit. It was nice to see you. Take care.
Yeah. Take care, guys.
For this app we usually use, or we currently use Provider. Good.
Much better. And here we go. How our design looks like. Here we will have again the app bar or app bar, and here we want to show just the image.
Yeah.
So we need the app bar. To be honest, I want just to cheat and see how we did it here in the category screen.
Why is it cheating? That's
I
what
don't know.
it's for.
Exactly. So here we want to have the app bar and the background color. Is it our app bar? No. Background color. Oh, this is our dominant color. Perfect. So I'm going just with the whole stuff here.
Why with the scaffold? Ah, you want to take the scaffold over? Yeah, do
We
it.
have to.
Yeah. Good point. Yeah. Don't get confused by me. I have no idea.
Okay. Okay, I will just, instead of having a container, I need a scaffold. And here I want to paste this stuff.
Okay, but now we don't have a category. So what's now? Or what now?
Good point. When we click here, we want to get the recipes. And we need the staff which should be provided from the provider. Right?
No. we have already the category, and we have all. And usually, when we click on one of the recipes, we get also the recipe somewhere. At least this is what I think, right? So when we click here on that navigator on tab, we should know on which element we are.
Yeah.
So who can us telling that where we are at the moment, or what do we click here? Scroll a little bit up. So we have the category recipes index, and this is the recipe that we currently have, or that we want to go to, more or less.
And we can pass it over, right?
Yep, exactly. And what I would also pass over is just the color of the app bar that we have in this place.
Okay.
So that we can work with these two information.
So what we need here is two things. We need a string.
Which is final, right? Because we have here a stateless widget.
We need final, and this is the
recipe name.
Recipe name. And we need a color. Is it color or is it integer?
I think you can get the color.
Color?
But also the integer. You can do it like you want.
App color. App bar color.
And instead of the string of the recipe name, we would get the recipe model in that case. That would be better. Then we have everything from the... Bye, Gibran. Was nice to see you.
Bye. Recipe model.
Exactly.
Okay. So we will get the whole recipe actually, not just the name, like that. And now the recipe detail screen.
Oh, don't write that. It will take too much time. Just let it create for you. It's easier. Go to the red parts here of the text and hit the Alt Enter, I think it is, or return exactly, and create constructor.
Ah, perfect. Yeah.
Done in seconds.
Perfect. Yeah, exactly. Okay, and come back here, and we need here some stuff. The recipe gonna be the category dot recipes. And here we have the index.
Yep, exactly.
And
we don't have
no, we don't have. Yeah. The app bar color gonna be the dominant color.
Yep.
We have here some.
I think we have that on the category too. So category dot dominant color.
Category dot.
Dominant image color. And as you said, it is an integer, so not a color.
Okay, it's fine.
But we can just wrap that. Well, anyway, yeah. We have just to think about that we somewhere take the right color.
Okay. So we will get this stuff. Here we'll use the recipe.name. And here we can use directly sorry.
No worries.
I need a little time. That.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And because we can't be sure that the dominant color is always filled, it could be null, right? So that's why we take the fallback color of blue.
Now, if I click...
Fantastic. Quick and easy.
It's so cool. It's so cool. Makes so much fun.
It's cool if something works, right?
Perfect. So we have here the app bar, and now we have the body. The body gonna be...
Pretty easy, I think, right? It's just the image now.
Is it the image or is it a container with the decoration? With the image decoration, which is gonna be...
I would just make an image. It's an image.
As
or
an
do
image?
you want to do something with it? Do you want to have rounded borders? Do you want to have it elevated?
Bring it in the middle, for example, or something.
Center widget.
Okay.
So I would not solve a problem before we have it, you know? And at the moment we don't have it. And
here we should have a recipe image, right?
Correct. So
we will have here the image.
You can do it easier, right? Because we don't want to specify all the values. We can just use the constructor for that. So image.memory.
Okay, yeah. Image that. Sorry.
No worries, take your time. It's all good. And it's gone. And it's there.
Okay. Image dot memory.
Yes.
This. And here we will have now our recipe. And we will have here the image.
Exactly. That worked better than expected, yeah?
Would say the same. I would say I prefer to... Let's have a look in our design. This is exactly... Now, probably we have some padding around it.
Yeah, and you see it looks like a card and so on, but now you can just wrap it in a card like you said the first time, you know? And this will also solve the problem already, even if we don't necessarily need it, right? It's just...
Like that. Here we have elevation. Let's have a look in our design and see what the elevation is. If I write it again, I always have trouble.
But it's funny that you always try to make it more complicated than it has to be, because the elevation has a number 1, 2, 3, and I would just stick with the standard elevation.
Is it this one?
Just don't go with the design, because that is the shadow. So you have to define the whole shadow. It is the offset of 0 and 3 and the blur radius of 6. And you can't do that with an elevation. If you have an elevation, you only have a number which is 1, 2, 3. And in your opinion, or in my opinion, I would just leave it away, because why? It has an elevation in any case. It's a card. It always has an elevation. Maybe not strong, but it has one.
Okay.
But you can add one if you want to have it more stronger, like 3 or 5 or 100.
No, wait.
We don't make an edge or a margin of 10. We have always 8, 16, 24.
Is it really like that? Why? I don't know.
It's easier to understand what happens, so the designer can be sure that this is will always the case, and the developers, so you don't come into discussions. If it's somewhere in between, like for example now with 30 is not a multitude of 8, so you know as a developer it needs to be somewhere, it needs to be 24 or 32, somewhere in this area. So you don't have to go to the designers and ask them, you know the answer.
Okay.
But I think that's good enough.
It's good enough.
Don't comply there.
Okay. The only thing is nothing.
The only thing is nothing.
Yeah.
Is it the right image?
I don't know. Do we have everywhere the same image?
We can try it. We can add a new one.
More. New test. Back name. This time it's not this one, this is the flower image. And now let's go here, new test. Ooh. And we can scroll this one.
Fantastic.
But I'm not sure. Is it nice that we can just scroll this one, or should we scroll the whole screen?
So as a sliver, I think the whole screen would be better.
Better, right?
Yeah. Also with that, then also this dominant color of the app bar would be really helpful, because if we scroll it, then it would take over that color. So it would look a little bit more like the image goes into the app bar.
Yeah.
This makes sense?
Perfect. Right. What we can still do is, we have here our app bar, and what we need is actually to have also this little heart on top of that. And now we have our app bar, title, background. What do we have? Leading? No, leading is
in front. Yeah.
We need trailing.
Trailing doesn't exist on an app bar. That is called an action.
Okay, the action with the icons.
Correct. So, or not with the icon, it's an icon button if you want to use it. Yep. And there you have an on tap and everything that you need to make that possible.
Okay, so I need here an icon with the icons fave.
Exactly, with one of them.
This one, border. And what we need is here the unpressed.
Exactly. And there you can just make an empty void callback.
Yeah, wait.
And write a to-do for that.
No, not like that. This one, no. Here we go. And
just a to-do for the next time.
Is it too late now? We don't have any time?
Oh, if you can do that, if you have time and you want to do it, go for it. I mean, CSA is back, so we can start now.
So what we want to do is, when we click on that, we want to change our icon.
Yes.
Instead of having the...
So both icons will change, right?
Yeah, so let's change this one at first.
Yep.
So when I click it, I need...
It will be a bigger task, just that you know it, because we don't have it in the Hive database. If we have some favorites, we have to save it, we have to store it at the end, we have to read everything again.
That's right.
So it is a bit larger. You will take an hour, I assume.
Okay, so... No, guys, I will leave it for next time. No, do you know what I can do is print heart.
You can print a heart. Yeah, that's true.
No.
What is the most effective method to learn Flutter and Dart? What would you say, Mahtab?
Wait, I will just write the to-do is...
You make it with 2 slashes because it's a to-do, not a comment.
Okay. To-do. What should we do is...
save heart in database or
save heart in...
Or favorite.
Hive.
Yep.
And...
Change the icon.
Change the icon in this screen and in the
other screen.
in the card. In the
Yeah, we understand. That's
we understand,
all right.
and we don't need actually a print. That was not necessary. Perfect. Okay. What's the effectivest method?
So how did you learn Flutter and Dart in the last half a year or year?
So I started actually, first of all, I create a video for this subject. Which means how you can start to learn Flutter and Dart, or is the foundation getting started with Flutter. I can highly recommend at first this video. But beside of that, how I started with Flutter is I had a Prairie Flutter and Dart Bootcamp 2020, I think, from Angela Yu.
Yes.
And that was an amazing course, I would say.
Yep. And even though that I was already working in half a year, I also did that course just to learn Flutter and Dart even better, because there is a lot of stuff and best practices that I highly recommend to everyone. So can we fill him up? Yeah, CSA, we are done. That's pretty much it.
So what we did is, oh, look at that. Our heart is here. So what we did actually is we complete our screen here. This is our category screen. And when we click on each of these cards, we can see the recipe.
Yep.
This is actually not, probably for next time we have to add some meaningful images.
Yeah.
But at the end,
we can make a hero animation that goes into the app bar and so on. And then everywhere we make animations.
Yeah.
The continuation.
What is the continuation?
When is our next live stream?
Oh, our next live stream for our recipe app, I hope it's gonna be on this Saturday.
Saturday, all right.
When not, it's gonna be next. Oh, I don't know. I don't think that we can make it for next Wednesday.
Next week will be challenging. I think from next week on, we will move the Flutter Together and recipe app to the weekend. So it will be more Saturday or Sunday. Because on Wednesday you have to work now.
Yeah.
You are now full-time Flutter developer.
1st of September, I should start with my full-time Flutter development job. Therefore, I can't manage it to start at 2:00 p.m. To have live stream.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, but we will inform you guys in advance.
Yep. What about Hive? We use Hive as a local database, and we save our recipes and our images and so on directly in the Hive database at the moment. And the bootcamp is online. Yeah, I think you have a link, most likely.
Yeah, can have a link. You can find the link in the Udemy. Let's have a look here.
And then Angela Yu or something. I think if you search for her.
If you just look for Flutter, there are many amazing courses. I think also from here. The complete 2020 Flutter
just
development.
Click inside, and then we can just pass that. Now it would be good that we be part of the Udemy affiliate program, and we would get a lot of money from you. No luck.
But you don't pay for that actually.
We don't just get anything.
Yeah. London Emperor.
I think
yes,
he has to pay something for it. I think it's €9.99 at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And to
but
be
it's really
honest,
worth it.
Arvin, the complete course is worth it. Okay, this is not a question, right?
No, I think it's a statement.
Yeah,
and
I would
for
say
us
the
it
same.
was
That
really
was
cool.
amazing.
So
there's also in other courses, such as from the Maximilian Schwarzmüller. I think
yeah,
so.
Maximilian Schwarz-Mülleberger or something.
Müller.
Very cool name.
Yeah,
Love it.
it should be also good.
Yeah,
but we didn't take it.
the only problem that I had with the semicolon, well played, Arvin. The only problem that I had with the course was that it is not completely covering testing. That was a bit missing there, but you can't have everything.
But I mean, Max has started the series for testing.
Yep, true.
We will
Maybe I'm coming further with that. Yeah. All right.
Udemy for C programming 2019. Okay.
Is there yours? No, fantastic. All right, so we have that in place. Everything works. We have still here something to do with the recipe of the day, and also the image up here can now be changed. So also there we have some to-dos. So I'm really looking forward to that, to solve these issues.
I think always this month we will manage it and we will publish it, but somehow it doesn't work.
Takes always more time than you think. Fantastic. Thank you everyone for joining us today. It was a great session. We see us.
Amazing, guys. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for everything and motivating us. We will see you
on Saturday or Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday or Sunday.
You will get it early on our channel. I will post it on Twitter and everywhere else where I can do it.
Exactly. Take care of yourself and see you soon.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye. Bye.